Hello, Jamie from Inky and Scrappy, sharing with you today a flat shaker card using Lawn Fawn's Just Add Glitter stamp set. I actually started laying these out and a whole bunch of ideas came to me, and so you will see me pull in some different sets here. I am, for this card, going to pull in the You Autumn Know. I'm using that little Yay Mouse from You Autumn Know, and then I will be using the little motion swirl movement. I don't know what you call that thingy. It's like the movement slash motion. It depicts movement and motion in your non-animated scene. Yeah, we'll go with that. So as I was doing this ones, I ended up with a whole bunch of ideas, and so I just started pulling stamps from all over the place and kind of, making sure that I had at least the base images for my ideas. So I don't write anything down. That takes too much time. It would probably save me a lot of time, but I don't. So I was just pulling images out that I thought would look really good with the Just Add Glitter stamp set. So I will tell you which ones I pull in as I do the voiceovers for the other cards in this series. It was just really fun to just pull in some different stamp sets and to coordinate them all. I love Lawn Fawn for that reason. That size-wise, they coordinate well together. So this one was really fun to just play with. So because I knew that this stamp set was coming out, I picked up the Cute and Crafty 6x6 paper pad from Doodlebug Designs. I might have also bought the 12x12 paper pack in that because it's a beautiful paper pack. So I pulled out my Ohuhu color swatches and I figured out colors that would coordinate or match closely with that paper pack. And so I will snap a picture of this and put it on my blog. So if you color with Ohuhu bullet nibs, you have that color map, I guess to say. And I just sat down and colored for a good couple of hours. And so you will see all of those images and some more used in the next few cards. So for this one, it was a flat shaker. I went and found some. I don't save all of my packaging because I don't have space for all of my packaging. But I do save the bigger pieces like this one. This one was probably from either a big sticker pack or something that was larger. And so it will probably get 4 shaker cards out of it. I'm just making sure that it's going to be big enough to go around and fold around the edges. My shaker panel base is a Lawn Fawn stitched rectangle. I'm pretty sure it's 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And then I have that piece of pink cut out for my A2 card base, or the panel, I guess, behind my flat paneled shaker. And I'm just pulling some of the images. So after I had colored them, I ran them through my brother's Scan and Cut. And can we just say thank you, Brother Scan and Cut, for saving Jamie probably an hour and a half of me trying to put die cuts around, and die cut each individual, especially those little pieces. Oh my gosh, it would have taken me forever. So I'm pulling out some of the base images that I knew that I wanted for this one, and kind of hemming and hawing because I knew the basis that I wanted. I wanted the Hey Mouse in the background throwing up a jar of glitter and glitter going everywhere, hence the flat shaker, right? So I needed the card base or my floor. I wanted a floor on here that was going to actually hide the glitter so you don't actually see the glitter when the card is standing up. I just like that option to make it kind of hidden or so it's a surprise. I don't know. So to do this one, I needed to have the table on my floor there, so I kind of knew where I was putting my hay mouse. Or I don't know, yay mouse, not hay mouse. Well, I guess the other mice might have said, hey, what are you doing? You're making a mess. So I took one of those chairs and I just modified it a little bit. I'd actually stamped the whole chair out, just used some white gel pen and a black fine liner to kind of make that just a stool per se without the back, because the back was going to look silly if the back came up next to my hay mouse, because I didn't actually have the chair from the front view. And so I really guess I just needed the legs. I didn't know that I just needed the legs. I thought I might need some of that seat, but I didn't. So it looks fine. If you know, I needed the legs behind the table to make sense in my head. Otherwise, the mouse was either going to be like really far down on my card, or he would have had to been jumping in the air. And I just, my card story had to make sense in my head, and he needed something to sit on. So that's what he sat on. And I started with the one glitter shaker, and then I decided there wasn't enough glitter in one glitter shaker. I needed two. Plus, both of his arms were up in the air like he was singing to Pink's Glitter in the Air and just letting the glitter fly. And then I will add in that movement, motion / whatever stamp. I think it shows motion or movement in my unanimated card panel. That's what I'm going with. So I stamped that on the background with some Versa Fine Onyx black ink. It is my go-to for making sure I get a nice crisp impression the first time around, even if I can't say it. I also added some random dots of glue on the front of my floor here to add glitter to, because obviously if we have glitter flying everywhere, it's going to get all over the floor. If you've been to my scrapbook / craft room, you know that it's a real occurrence. It also travels around our house on socks. And if my kids wear glitter, not on purpose, it's their mother's fault. I'm not sorry. And this is the most sweeping I did today, was sweeping the glitter off of my desk. And keep an eye on that desk, because it looks like the house when I sweep it. Oh look, it was clean for 2 seconds, and then there's dirt all over it again, aka glitter in this one. I am adding some double-sided adhesive to that piece of plastic to make my flat shaker front. And then I had decided last minute here that I wanted to put some glitter directly on the background, glued on there, so it looked like it was coming from the shaker. That way when the glitter is down below, there's still glitter up in the air, I guess you could say. And so, I don't know. It adds some pizzazz to the background. And then I added some some sickles in diamond to my shaker tops. And then, because I'm a patient person, I dried it with my heat tool on the low setting. It didn't take very long. It was a pretty fast shot of heat / air that at least gave it a semi-dry, so it didn't stick to the plastic once I laid it on like this. I snipped the corners off on the bottom 2 corners so I could fold that up, removed that paper protective piece there. And then before I remove that one, I'm going to snip this corner. I like to snip my corners on flat shakers as I go, so I know that they are going to cover all of the side. Ask me how I know. Sometimes, yeah, it doesn't work when you jump the gun and cut off 4 quarters. Stuff moves. Some of us don't pay attention to that all the time. And so I wanted to make sure that I had enough room for movement in my shaker, so not doing it overly tight. And then because I'm low on my glitter supply, I'm not. I put 2 small spoonfuls of glitter in my shaker. There's a lot of glitter in that shaker. It's fabulous. And I remembered to pop the top back on the glitter before I knocked it over. All good things to remember, and all lessons learned the hard way. And then I will just finish closing that up, not too tight, but not too loose, and then add some inch-wide double-sided adhesive to the back. It helps to make sure that it stays closed, and I don't have to worry about stray glitter leaking out the sides. I will add that onto my 5.5 by 4.25 back panel here, and then I'm going to add some more of that double-sided adhesive to the front of my floor, or back of my floor, to the front of my card, the back of my floor, and then I will just continue to build that scene. I didn't put glue directly on the plastic, I don't think, for the most part. So my chairs are kind of loose, the table is kind of loose. I think when I added my mouse, I might have ended up on one of these. Put some glue, I think it got some glue on it and stuck to the back. But otherwise, will it hold? Probably not. It doesn't matter. It's stuck to the chair, which is stuck to the paper. And then because, there's glitter going everywhere, the mice have glitter on their head, on their arms, on their feet, on the chair back, on the tabletop. It's glitter. Craft herpes kind of just continues to spread. Yep, it's everywhere. And then I added some crafty type supplies to the floor because there's never enough room on our surface to create, at least not in my house. There should be, but there's never enough. And then I was trying to decide if I wanted to add some more, and I decided I didn't want to hide the little glitter frenzy yay mouse. And so I just added some more glitter to my floor instead. And so there is the card front. And then I was trying to decide if I wanted to add a sentiment to the front there on the bottom, and I decided I kind of liked it without. And so I just decided I was going to add my sentiment on the inside and only on the inside. So I will stamp this out here. When in doubt, just add glitter and hope your day sparkles. And then I added those little glitter shakers to the inside and the little glittery sparkle stamps to show glitter everywhere. And then of course I had to glitter all the glittery things on the inside. I will dry that quick before I fold it, do that crease again. Oh look, and put my inky fingerprints all over the front. Thank goodness for card panels that cover up those inky whoopsies. Nobody knows. Okay, except for whoever watches the video. But you get my drift. And then I've carefully placed the already still wet glitter on top of the card. There is my finished Yay Mouse throwing glitter in the air flat shaker card. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you subscribe, like, comment, share. All of those things make me happy. Have